Good morning guys from Spain and what I hope is going to be a sunny Barcelona. We arrived last night on the train from Paris and today we're exploring the city of Barcelona. However, we don't have a great deal of time because later on today I have to catch a train to Valencia as we continue the journey south and get closer to Ibiza. But I know Barcelona quite well and you can see a lot in a day if you try. I've had my breakfast at the hotel. The time is now 8:45. The train leaves at 6:15 later on. I'm not quite sure we're going to beat the 23 kilometers walking around Paris, but we'll give it a go and let's start our power tour of Barcelona. So just to put into perspective whereabouts we are, let me move out of the way. Down there you can see the two towers and behind that you have a monument in the middle of the roundabout. That's Plaza de Espanya where the hotel is. Then coming towards us you have the Venetian towers which stand at 47 meters high. And just here you have the world famous Montjuic fountains. Now usually every single evening at 8 o'clock you have a laser, light and water show going on here. But at the moment Barcelona is in water saving mode because there is a drought in the Catalonia area. But I'm sure with a little bit of YouTube magic I can show you how that normally looks. Getting the steps in today, so continuing up here you have the National Museum de Catalonia. And honestly, if you've ever been to Barcelona before, you will know that this area is usually packed, thousands of people here. This is the quietest I've ever seen it, but I'm not complaining. Those of you that have been to Barcelona before will also notice something missing here. Usually, stunning waterfalls cascading down here, but we have no water. And from this area you can get some amazing shots and views of the city because you are going quite high up. If you can't take the steps, you have the escalator, but I'm going this way. Just behind the National Museum, we're now on the hill in the Montjuic area. That's what this area is known as. And up here you have many of the venues which were used for the Barcelona Olympics. You get some fantastic views across the city. You have the port and the marina on one side, and then the area where we've just come from on the other side. And apparently, I was just reading, it was also used for the Spanish Grand Prix on 4 different occasions around the streets and the roads of the Montjuic Hill. However, this stadium behind me is by far the biggest one, and this is the reason why I've climbed all those steps to show you guys. This is the Olympic Stadium. Let's go have a look inside. I know guys, you're not going to believe it. I've been here so many times before. It's always open, but not today. Although you can see inside, it looks like they're resurfacing the pitch. But normally you can go inside there and have a look around. I have some photos of a previous time that I've been there. I'll pop them up now. If you continue this way, as you can see, you have various museums. There's gardens there. There's one of the outdoor swimming pools that they use for the Olympics. And you also have a famous museum for Joan Miró. The tour today, I have it all planned out. I'm going to head back the way we came and catch the tube across to the Sagrada Familia. And all these places I'm going to visit today, if you don't fancy doing it on foot, you can get the hop on and hop off bus. I've done that several times before. It's very easy and it takes you to all the places that we're going to today. The building behind me over there was originally a bull ring built in the year 1900, but now it's a 6-story shopping centre called the Plaza de Toros de Arena. On the top floor you have all restaurants. You can take the elevator to the top floor, and as you can imagine, you can sit there, have a meal and enjoy stunning views over Barcelona. Oops, I've got up at the wrong station. I wasn't paying attention and I thought that was La Sagrada Familia, but it's not, it's La Sagrada. But we're only a few stops away, so no problems. Back on the metro to the Sagrada Familia. Quiero ser tu canción desde el principio al fin. Quiero rozarme en tus labios y ser tu carmín. There we are, guys, the absolutely stunning Sagrada Familia in Barcelona. I would say if you only do one tourist attraction while you're here, this one has to be it. Designed by Gaudi, construction started in 1882 and it's still not finished, and it looks a long way from being finished. I have been inside a couple of times before, certainly worth it. Today I haven't got time for it, but if you are here in Barcelona, make sure you visit Sagrada Familia. And if you do come, just a little tip, make sure you buy your tickets online to avoid the big queues. Not too many queues today, but this is where you go in for the tour. The time now is 11 AM, so we're making good time. We've already done quite a lot. I decided to take the metro from where I was to Sagrada Familia because it was about a 40-minute walk, but now we've visited there. I'm slowly walking back into the main city and I'm heading to one of the biggest parks in Barcelona. That should take me about 15 to 20 minutes walk. I'm just going through all the little streets, trying to find the streets where the sun is shining. Although it's sunny, it is still a little bit chilly. In fact, I can see the entranceway to the park where I'm headed in front of me, so we are making good time. That means I am going to stop for a coffee in a local bar somewhere. Ah, that was great. Bar La Plaza, €1.50 for a strong coffee. Who said Barcelona is expensive? And that was certainly a lot better than the €4.91 on the train yesterday. There we have our second Arc de Triomphe in 2 days. This one marks the entrance to one of the biggest parks in Barcelona. Not quite as tall as the one in Paris. This one's only 30 meters tall, whereas the one in Paris is 50 meters tall. This is Cuidad Park, which is the largest park in Barcelona. Inside here you have kilometers of walking and running tracks, you have boating lakes, many museums, and it's also home to Barcelona Zoo. Just in front of Barcelona Zoo you have Barcelona Beach. That's where we're heading to now. There aren't too many cities in the world where you have the beach. Someone swimming. walked along the Paseo, the beach. People were swimming, playing volleyball, and then onto one of the marina area where all the big super yachts are. Now we've headed back in towards the city. We're in the Gothic Quarter and heading towards another cathedral. The Gothic Quarter is a little bit of a maze, but I always like to have a wander around here. You can find yourself lots of little shops, cafes, restaurants, and eventually you do pop out somewhere. I just popped in another local little Spanish bar just for a quick pit stop. I just had an empanada de carne, which is like a meat pasty, and then Coca-Cola Zero. Ready to continue with the tour. This is always a pretty cool square to come to. In the heart of the Gothic Quarter, you have the cathedral. Another pretty impressive place. And then down here you have some little market stalls selling all handmade arts and crafts. This is Plaza Catalonia. It's one of the largest squares in Barcelona, and it's classed as the centre of the city, and it's where the old Gothic Quarter meets the newer parts of the city. It's an extremely busy part of Barcelona, and here you can find all the shops, big department stores, many restaurants, cafes and bars. It's also home to about 2 million pigeons. The time now is 2:15, so we are making good time. There's a few more places I want to show you guys before heading back to the hotel to Parque before I have to get the train. We've walked quite a long way. Las Ramblas is where we're headed to now. So Las Ramblas is perhaps one of the most famous streets in Barcelona. It's 1.2 kilometers long, and it begins at Plaza Catalonia and goes all the way down to the sea, to the marina and the Christopher Columbus monument. As you head down Las Ramblas, you can find many overpriced tourist cafes and bars, so do try to avoid those if you can. You also have the street performers, the street vendors, many shops on either side of the road, and as with any city, you have the occasional pickpocket and scam artist, so do take care with that. About halfway down Las Ramblas on the right hand side, you have this place, which is La Boqueria Market, and as markets go, this is one of my favourite places. Inside they have amazing food stalls, and I'm hungry, so let's go grab something to eat. If you're in Barcelona, make sure you check out La Boqueria Market. You have so much to choose from here. I've opted for the chipperones, which are baby squid. Another place I just wanted to point out, and this is on the opposite side of Las Ramblas, and I never found this place till recently, but every time I come to Barcelona, I really enjoy it here. It's called Plaza Real. It's a huge hidden square from Las Ramblas, surrounded by restaurants. In the evening, really cool vibe. I've made it back to the hotel. The time is now 10 to 4, so that means we've got just over 2 hours before my train to Valencia. We walked 21 kilometers, which is 27,500 steps around Barcelona, and we've seen many of the sights. I will put links to all the places that I've been in the description box below, and if anyone has any questions, just let me know in the comments box or send me a DM on Instagram. Barcelona you can see a lot in one day, but I would definitely recommend a weekend, 3 or 4 nights here to see more of the site and not so rushed. I hope you enjoyed that vlog, guys. Please do hit the like button and subscribe. It does help support the channel. We have one final push of our journey to go, which is Barcelona to Valencia by train, which I'm taking tonight. We're then getting the bus onto Denia before finally catching the ferry to Ibiza, and then we've done all the way from the UK to Ibiza. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the final vlog.